All right, greetings, family. This is Bomani Tayemba, and I'm reaching out to you live on Revolutionary Cam with my good brother Brian Hooper. And tonight, we're here to talk about repatriation and investment in Ghana. And got some wonderful information for you, and I'm going to show you the link. And that's where all of our reference and information will be. And you see a screen sharing right there. That's our website, africafortheafricans.org. And when we're talking about uh, repatriation and investment, first of all, repatriation is that the process of us reconnecting back to the land of our ancestor for the purpose of nation building, and it's more so on the mindset of living out your future in Africa and setting up a nice foundation for our children and the future. So it's just more than just a simple definition word. It's a situation where it's about action, planning, and looking forward to the future. And this is a world that I've been studying since 2003 and got into in 2004, traveling to Africa, to different countries. From Senegal in March 2004 to Egypt in April 2004, then going back to Senegal and also going to South Africa and Kenya in 2005, and then going to Gambia in 2006 in the summer, and then Ghana, the number 6 country, in December of 2006, which a month before then, we started our, well, 2 months, I would say, before then, which is October of 2006, we started our business, Africa for the Africans.org, with the first journey to go to Ghana, which was the 6th country at that time that I've been to. And that organized us a whole lot of experience. So you're traveling to different countries and trying to get a feel of it and everything. But Ghana is just ideal based on the history, the culture, and just that connection of Kwame Nkrumah being a student here in America, and also just connecting with the energy and the fight of our brothers and sisters in America, and then organizing a good game plan for Ghana itself, and then looking beyond Ghana and say, you want to be a part of the independence of the entire African continent. So here we are in that world of just that perfect connection as far as us connecting to Ghana, and also looking at a perfect match to where we not only think about tours and investment, but also a full-fledged repatriation. So it's more so in a planning situation with a family. You just have to think long term. So some people, their life is a little simpler where they just go on the fly or they AKA wing it. But tonight, me and my brother Brian Hooper is here to talk about different organized method of repatriation. He's going to be talking about himself, which went to the country and connect with some good brothers and got his project started. And I'm going to talk about this, the decade and a half I spent this traveling to Africa, connecting and sharing different ways of how we can just organize ourselves as group and do group investments and be able to do big projects. So I'll definitely go into detail on that information and literally connect with you. But what I want to do is introduce my good brother, Brian Hooper, a brother that I just remember him giving me a call and saying, hey, I want to go see that land in Sinabaraku. And I just gave him the brother's number, and then that's how he got his first property and connected with a beautiful area. So, brother, introduce yourself to our people and let them know your vision of repatriation and how you got started.
I got you. So that's a lot, but money, I got you. But yeah, man, like you said, I'm Brian Hooper, man, from Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm 29. And yeah, back in 2018, I started my journey to Ghana as far as actually going there. I've been thinking about Ghana probably since 2016, but I actually got off my ass and went to Ghana in 2018. Took a flight out there by myself. And Bomani, man, one boss to another. Him, Bomani, and Philip Jow, those two brothers, man, those two kings, they linked me in. As soon as I touched down in Ghana, I was picked up by their people, and then they guided me right to where I needed to be. Took me to every restaurant I wanted to go to, every club I wanted to go to, and then brought me to see all kinds of land. And then after that, everything went up. You know, I bought some land in Senior Bird Cool right by the ocean, and if Corona didn't hit this year, I'll be building this year. So this year I'm just doing some more paperwork, getting my building permits out the way. But next year, next summer, that's when I'm gonna go back to Ghana and start putting the hardware in, the hardware on the land, the foundation, the fence walls, and all that. Start building this house. But I'm doing a rammed earth house. I'm doing something different. I'm not doing the concrete houses. So I've been in Ghana. So I've been in nice big houses, 6-bedroom houses in Ghana that are made of concrete, but they hot as hell. If they don't got the air conditioner on, they be hot as fuck. I mean, they be hot as hell. So my bad. And then so I'm building a rammed earth house because rammed earth houses are cool. They stay cool. They maintain their heat. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's very sustainable, very efficient, and I got the coldest architect in the world working with me, man. His name's Solomon Atta, 32 years old, young cat just like me. Got that ambitious mind, always looking to expand, always looking for a new challenge, always looking to take in new information, just like me. So we work perfect together, and he helped me design this house. And when you see it come to fruition, you'll know that we made it.
That's perfect, brother. You're planning ahead. So tell us about Senior Barracool. What made you literally move forward with that movement and getting the land there instead of anywhere else?
Yeah, so when I went, man, I visited like 4 spots, or like 5, 6 spots. I went to Abri, I went to Caswa, I went to a couple different spots, man. But when I went to Senior Barracool, it was a perfect location because it's halfway between Elmina and Cape Coast, and also halfway between Accra. So and then also like 30 minutes from Caswa. So it's right in the middle of everything, but it's also right by the ocean. And if you've been to Ghana before and you're African American, you know that a lot of African Americans navigate a lot towards Elmina and Cape Coast, which is a real nice area. But that's 3 hours away from Accra. So I wanted to be able to also hit Accra and also be able to hit my people in Caswa all in one center location. So Senior Barracool is where it's at, man. And it's nice over there. It's perfect. You go there, you'll see all that fresh, beautiful land, fresh, beautiful women, and then it's just where you want to be at, right by the ocean.
Perfect, guy. You mentioned Accra. What's the importance of Accra for those who don't know what Accra is and what it's reference to?
Accra is the capital city, and that's where the airport is. That's where a lot of big business goes down, and it's the major city. Well, if you're from Minnesota like me, you can compare it to Minneapolis or St. Paul. It's the major city. So you always got to go back to the major city to do business eventually. But if you like to be low key, secluded, and off to yourself, and don't mind living in a suburb or / country, that's where I'm at in Senior Barracool.
Senior Barracool, that is what's up, man. That is the business. Yes, and talking about Senior Barracool, what is your vision and what you're actually looking to build as far as your initial building? And tell us about the foundation of the paperwork as far as what you had to be clear on before you move forward. Because sometimes people think you just can go to Africa and just meet anybody and say, you want land, and they just get you land magically and everything without there being any drama.
No, it's a hard process, man. If you don't got the right people on your team, you can't do it by yourself. You got to have the right team together. That's just point blank period. And they got to be heavy hitters because otherwise you'll get ran over, And I made sure that I had a team full of savages before I touched down. So, and I got that. I got Bomani King. I got Philip Jao King, Prempeh, another King, and they all solid, man. We all work together, and we make sure we hold everybody accountable, and we do A1 business. And that's how I'm able to do what I'm doing by myself. Bomani's got his projects going, but I had my project going before Bomani had his project going. Otherwise, I'd be linked with the brother too, as far as the project you're doing, Bomani. But yeah, I'm not even too far from Bomani. I think I'm like 20 minutes from you, bro, from your project. So I'm not even far. But yeah, you just got to have your team together, who's able to work with you from afar. I mean, you can obviously get a lot of stuff done while you're there, but you're not going to be able to spend all your time there and get it. I mean, unless you got it like that. But you can do stuff from afar, but you got to make sure your team is together. And I got Prempeh, who's a solid brother who's been working with me since day one, brought me in like family, and that's who handles all my paperwork, him and Philip Jao. make sure everything goes through. We're working on my building permits right now. That's the next step. So that when I touch down next year, I don't have to worry about the building permits. I can just start building. And also, when you can start building without building permits, but then like people when they usually build concrete houses, they start building before they got their permits, but then they'll come by and write red paint on your wall or your house saying stop building. I'm doing a rammed earth house. I can't have no red paint on my walls that'll damage the way it looks, and because I'm using rammed earth. So you got to think about stuff like that ahead of time when you're doing stuff like building houses and what type of houses you're building to avoid those things. So that's where I'm at now, getting my building permits.
All right, perfect, brother. You mentioned building permit now. One thing I want to tell people, that's usually the last stage, and then you start building. But tell everybody up to then all the stage you went to before that with land search.
Oh yeah.
Land survey, which is just the 1 and 2 process, up to all the way to building permit.
Man, it's a list. I got it written down somewhere, but that's it's
a rough kind of
land survey. You got to get that done. You got to get you got to do the land search. All this costs a little bit of change. You got to get the after you get all that done to make sure that the person you're talking to owns the land, and make sure the chief is the chief and all of that. And that's why you got to have somebody who's Ghanaian, who's solid with you, who speaks the language, who's on your side and knows the type of businessman you are, to be able to make sure everything's legit. So yeah, me and Print Paper went over there. We talked to everybody, talked directly to the chief, made sure everything was legit, and then we proceeded. So then after the survey and all of that, the search, you got also the plan of land. You get a document called a plan of land that outlines and the coordinates of exactly where your land is located. It gives you 4 coordinates of the 4 corners of your land and exactly how big it is. I have 1 plot on the hill, so I've got a plan of land that shows 1 plot and where it's located. And then I have 2 plots down the street from my 1 plot. So I got a total of 3 plots. So I got another plan of land for that. And then after the plan of land, what's after that? You got to submit all of that, get your indenture, get all the signatures and witnesses on your indenture paperwork. And then after your indenture, you got to submit all your paperwork to the Lands Commission to get it registered to the Lands Commission. And then that's the final step.
Perfect. Beautiful explanation.
They do in the process of getting your indenture, you have to they get like you got to go through the courts. They stamp it at like 3 different locations, so you'll get like 3 different stamps on your indenture going through the getting your indenture process before you go register.
All right. So how long is your lease? 50 or 99?
I'm not gonna say that on live, but
okay, that's all good. I can respect.
But I'm gonna go like that.
Yeah, the reason I say that because our chief upgraded us and he made us 99-year lease. And I thought one of the good things is you had an expert Tempe, which is a builder, a consultant, and also Brother Philip. People with track record, respectable people that got your back. Because a lot of time you hear a lot of foolishness who people just meet people, make bad decisions, and they want to blame the country of Ghana or people to blaming people that took advantage of them because they, they didn't do their research, they didn't organize themselves, and things like that. So I'm always telling people that they don't always have to go through the process that we're doing it, which is more of a community. But you just explain your process, and that is solid. So again, family, that's what we gotta do. We gotta connect with those who are gonna be straight with us, because you can just run into the wrong set of people and people playing games with you because you're far distant. So that's one of the things is going there for so many years. You just build relationship with the right people. That way, you just put things in movement. So my thing is usually to have a consultant and also a lawyer or attorney. And so in that situation, what we do, we have a team of folks. So when we're ready to get anything done, there's nobody stopping the process. We just talk amongst each other and get it done. Because I got groups of people I represent here, and then they're there from the connection to the law, to the person who owns the land, to the consultant, and anything needs to get done. We just all got to agree, and we keep it moving. So, and those processes take time itself. But again, you just got to be ready to organize yourself to where you're not just chancing it. You're doing proper land search, land survey, and making sure that everything looks good, work good. And even when you're doing your bill, you have to just make sure that over here dealing with, give you a nice contract layout of everything itemized versus say, hey, I'm going to build you a 2-bedroom house for $100,000. That's kind of being a little risky with your money. So, but what we're doing is as an organized community. So anybody who just literally just need help, we're kind of here to manage and develop your real estate from us being in a community and also us doing community investment and so on. But nevertheless, family, you got to have the representation connection, or else you leave a few people in charge of your operation and pay them. I'm not sure what you're gonna come back to when you do come back. So anyway, my brother, definitely I appreciate you breaking down those details of your experience also. And what I'm looking at is there's a question in the chat. I'm not sure if you can see it. One lady was asking about the first step. Now you and I been to Ghana, but we've never lived in Ghana. I spent several weeks in Ghana the most, and been there 17 times in 13 years. But yourself has been there also. But I'm going to share with her what I have laid out as far as the process of repatriation. But how about you go first and let me know what you think.
I got you. I'd say first, and it's actually the person who asked that question is my little sister. So shout out to my.
Good. That's what's up. I think you have some kind of.
So yeah, I say the first step to repatriation will probably be obviously taking the trip there. And if you're African American, I say when you go there, taking your first trip there, you need to go see Mama because they're one Africa. So you can get the knowledge from an elder who's been there for 30 years and who gonna give it to you the way you want it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna sugarcoat shit with you. She gonna give it to you in the raw. Yeah, me and my mom because we was getting it in. So and me and Shabazz too. I got nothing but love and respect for both of them. So shout out to One Africa Resort. That's the first thing you gotta do. And you just gotta go there. Once you step on that soil and you feel that vibe, Black people, we can always feel a vibe. Any room we walk into, that's just something that's in our nature. So if it's not a spot you want to be in, if the vibe off and you ain't with it, leave. But that's not what you're gonna get in Ghana. You're gonna love that shit. It's like Jamaica times 10. If you've been to Jamaica before, you go to Ghana, you're gonna love it. Because Ghana is like Jamaica times 10. That's why a lot of Jamaicans are in Ghana.
There you go. I love it, man. Ghana, the Jamaica of Africa. That is what's
You got African Americans, you got African UKs, you got African American, Southern American Africans like Brazilians. You got Black people from all over the world, all in Ghana in one hub. When I went to Bloom Bar, it was crazy. You know, it was Black people of all sorts everywhere, beautiful people everywhere. So it was cool, man. But that's the first thing you gotta do. You gotta take a trip there and just be open-minded, and then connect yourself with the right people before you go, so that you're not wasting time when you get there. Like I did, I got my team together to make sure that I had somebody who was going to take me everywhere I needed to go and show me what I wanted to do based off the research that I did, and then also give me some more knowledge and give it to me in the real. I went to school. I went to Prempeh's daughter's high school, to see stuff like that, see how schools operate. I went to see everyday shit, not just clubs and bars and the bullshit. I went to go see hospitals and stuff like that. So that's the type of stuff you got to do when you get on the ground. You got to make it worth your while and not just go on to seminars and conferences and shit like that, festivals. So you got to really dig deep and get into the underground like I do. I'm here in the States. I'm from the streets, man. So I know how to navigate the streets. Same thing in Africa. That's what you want to do. You want to get there and go see the real and not be on the touristy shit. So go see Mama Imkus and she'll get you the real.
Yes, out there is magic right at nighttime, right in One Africa. You just kick back, the ocean breeze. You're resting in a nice little hut chalet, and you just wake up and have some beautiful tropical breakfast.
And let me just say this real quick, Bomani. Everything we do here in the States, talking to my brothers and sisters, everything we do here, you can do over there. Straight up. I mean everything. I ain't gonna put detail talking about the good and the bad, but yeah, do it over there. The bad habits we got, we can do it over there.
Yeah, and he was mentioning it's 10 times Jamaica, and that's all I was saying to people that you have a paradise in Africa is basically what we're saying by saying that the ultimate, but because you're on the African continent and you have nothing but this. land to develop and grow. Yeah, brother, share some more of anything you want to touch base on as far as this, any other preparation people may need.
As far as preparation, yeah, man, just make sure you get your passport, man, because I'd be surprised. You'd be surprised when black people ain't got their passport. That's crazy. You know, that's ridiculous, but it is what it is. So we got to step our passport game up. And then you got to get your visa after you get your passport, and then you also got to get a yellow fever shot or waiver. I prefer you probably should get the waiver. So all you got to do is when you go to the doctor to set up your appointment to get your yellow fever vaccine, when you go in there, you can just say I want the waiver, and they'll give you the waiver instead of shooting you up. But that's how you do that. And then take your ass on the website. I use justfly.com and book a motherfucking round trip to Ghana, man. ASAP. I'll go during the summer. You can go during the summer or winter, whatever. But that's what you got to do. I'm building me 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house by the ocean, man. I'm 29, so y'all ain't got no excuses, man. You know, I went to Ghana before the year of return. You know what I'm saying? I was in 2018 when I first landed in Ghana and got my land and my connections and stuff together. Before a year before the year of return. Then they came out with the year of return. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, more popular and cool now, but
right. So I'm ahead of the curve, man. I'm blessed to be ahead of the curve. I'm real blessed to be ahead of the game, you know, and I'm humble with it. You know, I take it all in, and I'm not trying to stand over nobody, act like I'm better than nobody. We in this together. So that's why I'm solid. We do solid business. Everybody I work with, and we in this together, and we're not on no bullshit. Everybody's holding each other accountable. We do everything 50-50, and everything's laid out on the table like it should be.
Yes, brother, and that's the best thing to do. Prepared, so you got like so you're basically looking at 2018. So that's a lot to get done in 2 years, and then you're setting up to it in the next, I guess, 3 to 5 years. By the time you get there, everything is all set up. And then
if coronavirus hit, man, we'll be moving a lot faster. But so coronavirus hit this year, so I had to chill. And also, you know, I'm in Minnesota, so George Floyd, that situation, my city messed up right now. But so y'all don't know the George Floyd situation that happened in my city, right here in Minneapolis. So I had to face that and coronavirus all at the same time. But yeah, if that didn't hit this year, we'd be in Ghana this year. I'm going to Florida this year to chill because Corona hit. So I'm gonna go to Ghana next year and get it back rolling.
But perfect, and that's the main thing I'm saying is you have everything planned out. You're not like I'm a dip off. And also when I spoke to you earlier before or recently, you mentioned that you're working on certain different education process. And I was explaining to you, I was like, that's what's up, man. We can build, we can build an elite enterprise, high tech school that we know all of us will, feel good.
Let me say that real quick. So for those of the viewers who had never seen me before and they think who was this random young brother on the screen, my name is Briana Hooper. I have a bachelor's degree from St. Cloud State. I have a master's degree from Concordia St. Paul, and I'm working on my education specialist degree in school administration so that I can be a K-12 principal. I'll be done with that next year. So that's what my credentials is. If you don't know what an education specialist degree is, that's one step under a doctorate degree. You know what I'm saying? So I got the education specialist, master's degree, bachelor's degree. Like I said, I ain't better than nobody, man. I'm just a normal brother trying to make it and trying to save my people and get back home.
And that's perfect, brother. That's the business. And the main thing is we're telling people think outside the box right now. Not when you're retired. I mean, we can accommodate people in our community that's a lot older and so on. But for those who want to just make more unique moves, you want to get ahead of the curve and start planning how you can live in Africa and make your money in America, or just do different things. Because people have different flexible ways of how they're going to move their money around and things like that. So the idea is to start now and organize it now. A lot of times people are telling me they want to, they're waiting for the borders to open up so they can rush up out of here. And I understand you want to make your move, but also, things will happen at the time it needs to happen. But make sure that you have an organized game plan. Make sure you have, you're learning certain things and you're building certain skills and putting yourself in a situation where you can take care of yourself. And that's why, the way we're doing it more communally and more as an organized community where everybody, do certain things. And the community can take care of itself. Individuals or small groups of people, may not have that organized setup, so they definitely have to really plan out. One of the main things is I'm telling folks, let me start writing down your economic game plan as far as business plan and things like that, and start getting those things going now, and connect with professionals, consultants. Like we have, we always have a consultant and a lawyer around to do all kind of things. Even when going into negotiation with people that are contractors that feel like they're gonna say, hey, this is gonna be $10,000 more. That's like nothing. So get yourself ready, family, organized and everything. And then for those who don't have passports, hopefully when things open back up, they let you get a passport, because you don't know how that may go. And yes, family, that's some of our links right there.
But yeah, in closing, Bomani, people just need to get their passport, man, and take a trip there. Just go on vacation in Ghana one time, and that's all you got to do, because you're gonna love it after that, and you're gonna want to come back every year. So just take a vacation to Ghana, and keep an open mind, and tell me what you think after you get back, because I done brought multiple people to Ghana. I brought two people last year. Two elders from the state of Minnesota who got land next to me in Ghana, and they loved it. They can share their own experiences. But everybody who's ever gone to Ghana has loved it, man. Especially if you like the ocean breeze.
Yeah, absolutely. We got one person trying to find out what website can they go to find cultural information. I mean, they can find, Ghana have several of their own websites, but even the website that we have, Africa for the Africans.org, where you find tours and just a whole tour itinerary and different highlights and things like that. But you definitely have to just do some of those online search for the different Ghana website, especially the main one being the Ghana Ministry of Tourism. So that's will be the one of the big starts, and then the different Ghana news website. And if you just want to just have a full guide connection into Africa, we do the full level of tours and investment. Meaning that we just get you connected to community land, where we're all doing a wonderful a group energy of using our community, using committees as way of how we can just develop our communities fast and more efficient, and for people that are part of the investment participate, and then we just work at it together as a family. So it's on a different level. So for those who just want that connection, we offer that right there. For those who just want a tour, we offer that. And beyond that, you just have to do more online research. But we're setting things up the way we're doing it, because the strength in numbers, brother. We're having a solid group right now. About 54 of us in our community, Black Star, Repatriation, and Pan African community. Is somebody asking about finance and savings, Brian? How about it? What should your finance and savings look like?
That's my little sister right as well. Always got a punchline for me. Finances. Like I said, I hate to throw numbers out there, but I'm gonna do it because this is what everybody like to do. I mean, everybody be avoiding, but everybody wants to know. 50,000, 50 to 100,000. My house is gonna cost me 50,000 or less. It should cost way less, but I always overestimate. Like I said, I'm doing a rammed earth house and everything. My architect, we do everything sustainable. So from the lights to the rainwater catchment system to everything, we think about sustainability, and we've got all that incorporated into the house. So it always depends on the house design. So land depends on where location. So if you want to be in the city of Accra, it's gonna cost you a lot, 10,000s. You want to be in the country like I am, 2,000, 3,000 a plot. So that depends on location. And then, like I said, houses, depending on the type of house you want to build. Rammed earth should cost you less than 50,000. Concrete, that's gonna run you 100,000 to 200,000. So it just depends on your style. But yeah, before moving back in just in your savings in your pocket, I'd say at least 30,000. Why not?
There goes family. So those are some numbers. But the main thing as far as numbers, you go there with 10,000 and you have an incredible way of keep on making your money, especially if you have one of those online operation where you make about $2,000-3,000 a month, or even if it's less, you just work that out with your cost of living, which so for some people it's gonna be more or less about $1,000 a month, more or less, depends on what you have. And also depends if you're living in Accra, outside of Accra, things are a lot more expensive. So you're looking at literally a range based on how your movements look. But the main thing is to make sure you keep consistent money coming in and you develop something that's going to sustain itself over a period of time. So when we're doing a community, you talk about things that's going to be growing in 3 to 5 years, or your mango trees, this tree, that tree, because you plant everything from the ground up. So that's one of the great things that you can literally do. Let me see what this is. And and once again, family, I'm gonna always push that energy that you flow with a team of folks. So this is our community, Black Star Pan African community, and this part is not shown as it should. So I'm gonna remove this from here and just share the link.
Yes, Bree, to me, and what me and my architects have discovered is that rammed earth is the most sustainable building material for a house to regulate the heat. Because you got to think of, well, if you're thinking about heat. So yes, I prefer in say rammed earth is number one.
All right, perfect. And that's one of those things you're gonna analyze as a people. And people asking about container homes and things like that. The main thing you always got to tell people is that you somewhere tropical. I think absolutely everything can work based on how you design and set up. And some going to be more that you have to push out more work on, like you said, cool in the house based on what you're looking to do. But folks literally got to the process, the full layout of it, and just look at all of those situations, because Ghana, the good thing about it, the weather is going to stay consistent throughout the year. So, you can kind of just look at that situation. But yes, Ramert, I heard good things about that one. And looking to have a little bit of everything in the community. And then, we can also take recommendations and case studies from there on. Right, this is the next question right there. You can see it.
I can't answer that question because I haven't lived in Ghana. I've only visited. But that depends on the individual. If you like being by yourself, I like to live in an individualized community type. Like that's what I am in Senior Barracuda. I know my neighbors, so because I got them land from them in Minnesota. So I like to be around people who I know, as far as also have space to be able to be as loud as I want to be. So it all depends on how you want to live. I'm off in the cut, but I'm right near a community. But I'm not smack dead in the community. I'm right on the outskirts of it, and that's how I like to live. So that's what I chose.
All right, I'm with you on that. So and that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to build something communal, but where you can enjoy your individual life. And so the goal is to organize something where it's the best of both worlds. So I would say this really depends on your personality, and some people may want to feel more secure and want more familiar people around them. So that's all good. Then we got our sister here. What should be the main focus, business or property?
I like that question, but you got to be like me, sister. I'm trying to double time. I want both of those at the same time. So like I'm focused on property, right? Because you got to have a place to live, and that'll cut down on business expenses if you have a property. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to knock off this house real quick, but also gearing up business ideas. So if you check out K Joe Vlogs, me and K Joe is also another connection I made in Ghana. Solid brother, he's born in Ghana but grew up in the States, and now he's living back in Ghana. So he's solid, and he my age as well. So we thinking like, and I'll be running all kinds of business ventures around to him, and he do some background work for me, shoot the information to me, and then we go from there. So I'm working on business and property at the same time. It's just how do you want to do it? If you're comfortable living in apartments or renting, then go look for business and then go rent there. I want property, so because I'm thinking about retirement and retirement early. That's why I'm building this house by the ocean. So I'm thinking about retirement as far as property goes, and then business is just going to be extra.
Perfect, brother. That is the business right there. So yes, for myself, it's for me, it's a continuous world. A lot of these things interconnect. So we're working on paying off our 15 acres property and working on a deal to get another 15 acres, 65. So that's the property base. And while we're building on the property, we'll continue doing business, tourist investment, and whatever business else we have set up here. And then your goal is to turn that property that you build into a business enterprise. So you kind of got to make it work together in the same world and just get the best of it. And then the next question we're going to roll to. There we go. So many nice places, but besides Accra, Accra just got infrastructure. Most other places are kind of light on that. But as far as where we are, we're going to build it from the ground up.
Kayjo Vlogs, shownee Stewart, Kayjo Vlogs on YouTube, Kayjoe Vlogs on YouTube. That's my homeboy Kayjo. And then if you want to check out my videos on YouTube as well, because that's the only social media platform I got. I try to stay off the grid. So literally, you can only find me on YouTube. But my YouTube channel is Adano Ali. So ADANO space Ali. That's my YouTube channel.
And also, if you can type it in the chat.
I got you. If I can figure out how to do it.
Yeah, and also the last person. Yes, there's so many more nice places outside of Accra. The goal is in a big country like Ghana is your goal is to literally expand. Like the northern part of Ghana, you don't have too many people like focusing on there, but that's the future of investment. I mean, the northern part of Ghana, I mean, you can just really industrialize and build manufacturing, and there's a whole lot of other opportunities. But the growth and development opportunity in Ghana is perfect for those of us who get things set up more in the southern part of Ghana and build that experience. We got a world to build into in Ghana alone, and then you're also right there by so many other countries in close proximity. All right, so my brother, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to figure out how to type it into the chat. I don't think it worked. Well, you could type it, Bomani. You know what I'm saying?
All right, no problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, type Adano Ali, my YouTube channel, ADANO space Ali, and then Kayjo Vlogs, KAYJOE space Vlogs, VLOGS. I'm sorry.
All right. All right. I know that looks strange. Is that so correct?
Let me see. Yeah, I can't see it yet.
Not posted. There we go.
No, that's not correct. ADANO is Adano.
All right.
And then Kayjo is KAYJOE. Those are two different ones, two different YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah. So the first one, I think to do the first one first. Adano Ali, right?
Yeah, Adano, ADANO.
ADANO.
Don't know what Adano, who that is. That's the name of my YouTube channel, and the reason I chose that name is that's one of my homeboys, my right hand man who passed away. That was his name, so that's what I named my YouTube channel after.
All right, cool. So here we go. And last name Ali, perfect, right?
Yup.
And last one KAYJOE
Vlogs.
V or vlog or vlog, right? Right. Cool. One word, right? KAYIE.
Yeah.
Let me see how that look.
KAYJOE. Yeah, Bomani, you slipping, man. It's all good. KAYJOE. They heard me.
Let's try to type it. Now vlog. There you go. Excuse me. Gotta make sure you're able to type next time. Okay, Joe. Anyway, perfect. So what's going on with your chat? Anyway, it just doesn't show up.
It's showing up now. I can't type nothing though. I can't type. I got a private chat, but I can't type anything in the live.
Oh, so there you go. I should type the for you. There you go. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. So these things are test energy. So family, anybody have any questions? Just post it and we'll answer it. And the Brother Kirk YouTube channel is right there in the chat. So next time we'll get you to create a link, and then you just have it on there, and we'll just post the link. So there you go. Okay, Joe.
No, that's one word. Tamara Danzler got it right in the.
Right, there you go, family. So
appreciate you, sister.
There you go. Got it all right. So, brother, how much more time you got left? And then I'll see if we have any more questions, and then we'll just close shortly. Don't want to hold it too long, but family, the main thing, if you're interested in repatriation and investment and traveling on the journey of a lifetime, reach out to me on our website, africafortheafricans.org. And it's part of all of these links that I am posting. So just like that, we set up to where you have it set up and you just click on the link and bam.
Hey, there's another question in the chat. I'm gonna answer it. My sister posted it. It says, aside from intuition and feeling, what are some pointers or red flags we should look out for when searching for people and land? How can we protect ourselves when we are new and just arriving? So, I mean, you can't protect yourself. There are scammers and scheme artists everywhere you go, just like here in the States. So how you protect yourselves is you put yourself around the right people, like how you would do here. You surround yourself around people who are family. You just try to make those connections ahead of time, because if you don't, then there's high possibility that you may get ripped off or scammed, or everybody's gonna smile at you and be nice. That's just common. So people are always friendly. However, that's a part of also a scam as well. Just like in Jamaica, you go to Jamaica, people are friendly in the mud, but they also go want a tip afterwards after being so friendly. So just know where your territory, know where you're at, and like I said, I made those connections ahead of time because I wasn't going. Nobody. I'm not trying. You're not going to rip me off, so I'm not going. Not that easy. It's going to be very difficult, or it's going to be some repercussions behind it. But yeah. So just put yourself around the right team ahead of time before you get there, and that's like Mama Imicus. That's an older African American lady who won't steer you wrong. So, or Bomani, he got you. Like I said, or me, I got you. Just put yourself around the right people. Philip Zhao is the brother who took me under his wing and really treated me like his son and guided me everywhere I needed to go. Philip Zhao. Couldn't have done it without Philip Zhao, and I couldn't have done it without Bomani, and I couldn't have done it without K. Joe. So those three brothers all day, and Prempe as well.
Perfect. Yeah, it's simple, especially when you're doing business. Like I mentioned before, you want to have a consultant, which is an expert, somebody you have close relationship with that you trust. And we have a group of people who are organizing, so people be able to use some of the same people that we're using. Push come to shove, and everything we just organize is mainly a lot of times for our group and the people that we're dealing with. We're always fine with doing referrals and things like that, and connecting with you with the right people. But the main thing is you just gotta have a clear game plan on what you're doing, and connect with the right people and process things, and don't just make quick, fast decisions. There's no rush to run and take anything. Anybody that's trying to rush you, you just got to look at that as a red flag. So when we do our tours, we go through a full process of getting you clear, getting you focused, and getting you understand how you actually approach repatriation based on a group or being around people that have your best interest, because it's one of those things where you can just run into anybody, but you literally just got to make sure that you just do your part. And I've made it simple where you just come travel with us or get land with us, and we just take care of everything and just connect you. And then just one, and here we have another question right here. What you think right here?
Okay, what made us choose Ghana? I can say what made me choose Ghana. Well, first off, Ghana is the only African country I've been to, so that's why I chose Ghana personally. However, I've seen many other beautiful African countries that other brothers have made video in, like Liberia, the Gambia. We got RJ Mahdi. Where he at? The Gambia, RJ Mahdi. Check him out. Check his YouTube channel as well. He's in like the Gambia. Tanzania, so there's a lot of beautiful African countries. I chose Ghana specifically because it's chocolate city, and that's where all the hub of Africans from all over the world. That's where they link up at is Ghana, and that's where also the most history is in Ghana because of the largest slave trade apparently took place in Ghana. So that's why I chose Ghana. Ghana got the most publicity to me. It drew me. Whatever African country calls you, you go there.
That's perfect, brother. Well said. Whatever country you are connected to, that is perfect. And as far as me, Ghana was the number 6 out of 9 countries that I've been to in Africa. So, and other countries, you're connected. But what you're looking for me personally, as you're trying to do business, is a connection that's stronger than anything else. So you have the Elmina Holocaust and the Cape Coast Holocaust dungeons, which many of our ancestors were stolen from. So it's a connecting point. Location called Sin Manso, and also beyond just that kind of connection, Kwame Nkrumah, the first president, invited us to Ghana, and I thought it would be a great idea to reconnect the brain drain. As far as when you think about brain drain, the greatest minds are being taken from all Black countries, and folks are here working, living, doing business in America and Europe. So it created a whole lot of opportunities for those of us that were looking to be open to it. So that's one of the foundation that's actually built. And then you have a few other countries like in Ethiopia, you have Shashamani land. Haile Selassie invited our people from African diaspora to also be there. So, and then Ghana has a continuous history because then you had Jerry Rollins, and also you have the modern day Ghana 2019 year of return. And then Ghana is one of those countries where you have citizenship kind of. I'm not saying it's laid out like it's simple, but when you look at Africans in the diaspora that's able to get citizenship, Ghana is just the number 1 country. So, and then you have a lot of us in the diaspora that own business, got things set up. So the level of comfort, connection is all there. So a lot of wonderful things, and then you also got countries like Senegal, Gambia. So the best thing really is just to kind of just process it and to see what you're really looking for. Like we're looking to be close by the beach, and that was ideal for us to just get something 2 miles away from the beach. So it's all about what you can also get and the kind of life that you want to build. We want to build like an entire, not just a community, but an entire town. So we have to find this extended land to where, so a lot goes into it. And just wasn't able to find like tourism that we can like put an itinerary together and say, hey, this is an incredible African journey. You can compare this to your best European white journey to like France, Italy, Germany, or wherever folks be. And a lot of our folks in America love to go to when you tell them about Africa.
Mike, let me say something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just like to read it, piggyback off what you were saying. And I see somebody in the chat said that Rwanda is nice too. Rwanda is nice, very clean as far as what I've seen, and I gotta check them out. But like I said, choose any African country that you like. But specifically Ghana, why I chose Ghana again is because all the African smart, intelligent, wise Africans of any kind from around the world, African American, African UK, they're all in Ghana. So all the smart Africans are going back to Ghana. They're not finding Pookie and Ray Ray in Ghana. You did. So it's only the smart ones are going back, the intelligent ones. Everybody who I'm connected with that's in Ghana and helping me with the Ghana project is highly intelligent. So that's what I like to surround myself by. So I'm going back to Chocolate City to be surrounded by nothing but intelligent Black people, so that we can do very big things on African country.
Perfect, brother. Well said, man. I appreciate the energy, man. So family, it's basically sum it up all together. It's just a whole lot of things that connect. You see the colors in the background, red, black, green, and gold. That's the colors of us. Our connection to Africa. Go ahead.
Ooh, you see that Ghana statue thing I got in the back? It's a clock, actually. So Ghana.
You actually have to bring it closer, man.
Guys. And then everything else back there is from Jamaica, but yeah.
There you go.
Got the warrior on the clock. Let me back it up for you so you can see a little bit. Yeah, that's how we doing it, man. Got all kinds of pieces, artifacts.
Perfect. Perfect, brother man. A question for you right here.
Oh, my building project is going good. Like I said, I will be in Ghana this year, putting up the wall. Right now, my land is just raw land. I cleared it, and I was gonna do foundation and start all that this year until Corona hit. So next year, you can ask me how my building project is going, because then I'll actually be putting some concrete and start the ram dirt walls and all that shit. So, but yeah, the paperwork and all that is done. The permits, I'm getting that done right now as we speak. So the land paperwork is good. The permits I'm working on right now. Next year, I'll start the actual building of the house. Blueprints are done. They're beautiful blueprints, man. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, 2-car garage with a patio above the garage. Got a cool spiral staircase design on the front porch that leads to the patio above the garage. Like I said, watch my YouTube channel, Adano Ali, and you can check out my progress. If you want to see how my personal progress is going on my project, you got to check out my YouTube channel.
All right, excellent, brother. That will work, man. So yeah, so once all of this stuff clear out, looking to get our folks ready also to start building by this fall. So how was that experience clearing the land? Because your land got cleared and also graded, right?
Yeah. But you know what? That land is so fertile, man. That stuff grew back already. So guess what? There's no point even doing it. So I should have just put my pillars down and then left it at that. So I'm gonna clear the land right before I'm about to start putting my foundation in and walls, all that next year. So I'm gonna have to clear it again.
All right, perfect, brother. As we were talking about, Ghana gave us a connection, and that's the thing about it. When people ask me about Ghana, the connection is there. I can't really. The connection was never really there into the country, and also it wasn't there for Nigeria. The main thing about Ghana is the business we specialize in Africa is tourism. So the Africa for the Africans connection is literally a connection where you're trying to create an itinerary that's going to open someone's mind to actually want to go to Africa. So I found Ghana had the best quote unquote layout for the perfect itinerary. So that works perfect for me. So our brother Dennis is doing Nigeria. So it just depends on where you feel connected to, and he has a connection there in the country also. So we're kind of like letting you know that the country you feel connected to, that's the country where you want to, whether it's your first or 10th country or so on.
Tell them, Bomani, Africa is for Africans, man. .org. That's simple, man. Take your ass out of the States, take your ass out of South America, the UK, Australia, wherever you at, black people, and go back to Africa. Whatever state you choose, Ghana, Nigeria, wherever. But it's all about Africa, bottom line. It's not about which country. We unify. We're not trying to put up borders anymore on the African side of things. So it's Africa for Africans. Plain and simple. So you choose what a land mass calls you. I'm by the ocean side in Ghana, in Sinyabereku. That's where I'll be at, me and my people.
There goes, man. And that is straight paradise, family. He's right there by the ocean, and you're about 5 miles away from the.
Nah, 5 miles, about 5 seconds, like 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Walk, right?
Yeah, I walk to the ocean. Definitely walk. I'm gonna be riding 4-wheelers though when we get there. Don't trip.
Oh yeah, perfect. I'm gonna have my golf cart.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I need to ride me 4-wheelers.
Nice to walk. Get some. So yeah, people also talking about safety. Yeah, the African continent is safe. From going to Senegal, the Gambia, South Africa, Togo, Benin, Ethiopia. It's all good. All safe. You have your level of issues and things like that, but you just roll with your crew and get your things organized and you're good. So when we roll, we come deep and strong. So it's a little more impactful. But I tell people, if nothing else, just roll with us and you're good.
Yeah, like when it comes to safety, man, I guess that's an individual thing. Like me, I feel safe and protected anywhere I go because of the way we move. But that depends on how you move, So I'm always protected everywhere I go. I'm not in fear of anywhere. So every African country is safe to me. But I just chose Ghana. You know, you choose where you choose. I chose Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana is that piece of paradise, and that's what you tell people. You know, you just have to add it all up, man. It's all there, and you know, I already got plenty of folks there that got citizenship. They're doing their own thing. The only thing I was always saying that is we never really had a more organized group movements that will just, you know, reorganize you as just putting your money together. There's more people to kind of, you know, so you know, as a family, you have different options, different ways. You just got to kind of get in where you fit in. Let me see what we got here. All right.
Oh, Tamara, come join me. It's all good. When the house built, you can come sit oceanside with me, feel that breeze on the patio. When I throw that grand opening party, you know, just wear something grown and sexy. We good.
So that is it, my brother, man. Enjoying paradise in Ghana. So let's look here. So family, that is it's a screenshot from just one of the pages on our website, africaforafricans.org. So that's where you find your tour information and your community information. Just click right there in the main menu to the left, and there's a whole lot of information now you get access to. All right, Brian, did we miss any questions? Anything you can think of?
Nah, I think we covered everything, man. Unless there's any more questions in the chat, I think we good. You know, just buy your ticket, get your passport. How about that? Get your passports ASAP and just get there. You know, everything is 5 times cheaper in Ghana than it is in the States. You know, our dollar is $5 there. So while that's in place, go get your land and everything in place before the money starts changing and the U.S. dollar goes somewhere, or West Africa is about to have the echo, you know, some new currency coming in. So there's a lot of money games going on right now, especially in this COVID time. So pay attention and get ahead of the curve and get ahead of the game so you don't get locked down and trapped somewhere.
Absolutely, Phil, man. That's what you tell the folks, man. Preparation is the key to this operation. That is it. Plan, plot, strategize, get it all together. And right now it's perfect timing. So, anybody need direct details and want to talk with me about any of this information, just link me on the website. And once you scroll down from the website, what you're gonna get access to, and I'll give you a screen view of it. So the bottom right is a number, email address, things like that, and that is a direct connection with your family. And I got your back. And we do straight professional, well-organized business. I've been doing this for a long time, and looking to just take it to that next level where we just, you know, basically take cooperative economics to that level of what we should have been doing for a long time. Literally just using a lot of resources we have here and investing in Ghana and getting things set up. So when folks are ready to retire or get out the plantation for life, you know, all they gotta do is get on that jet plane and give us a call, and we got them. So, brother, before we close, any last minute thing you want to say or share? And let me.
Yeah, in closing, I just want to say, brother Bomani, I appreciate you, man. I really do everything you've done for me, man. This journey couldn't have been as easy as so far without you. Without you and Philip Jow, I couldn't have got to where I am in this journey. So I'm always gonna pay homage to you, bro. And I definitely appreciate you, man. And yeah, let's just keep moving forward, man. And yeah, we always gonna be solid, man. There's no squares in my camp. You never been no square, never been no sucker. You always been an A1 businessman. You always been solid and professional, and you don't sugarcoat shit. You know, well, obviously we are professionals, but we can talk our shit behind the scenes, brother to brother. But we always keep any problems or anything we have in house, like real brothers are supposed to do. And you solid, brother. So keep doing your thing. AfricanForTheAfricans.org. You want to follow my journey, I don't know Ali, and on YouTube, or also holler at my boy Kjo Vlogs. Kjo Vlogs on YouTube. And always love and peace, man.
Absolutely, brother. So keep it strong, and family, appreciate everybody joining us. So everyone, you take care. The journey continues. See you in the motherland, and take care. Good night.
Love.